To a choppy radio show.
Right. So, well, what did you think of Piranesi? It was all right. All right. That book is fantastic. Well, yeah, okay. You say it's fantastic. You asked me what I thought, and it's just kind of all right. Well, what was so just kind of all right about it? No, I mean she spends kind of a long time, like building the world, and we're not really going anywhere, and you're kind of like, what is this? What's happening? Where are we going? You're kind of lost for a while. Right. Okay, but there's a point to that. Okay, cool. And then it all kind of comes together and then just kind of like ends really abruptly. Like, well, what's up with that? Well, but perhaps that's all intentional. She's a brilliant author. Uh, okay, to be fair, I guess I could see that. Like we're meant to feel the way that Piranesi or Matthew Rose Sorensen or whatever felt. Like where am I? Where is this going? Like, is there really any bigger meaning? And maybe he doesn't even need any bigger meaning. I get that. Right, and then also, when everything just comes to a quick close, perhaps that's how it felt for him. The quick transfer of worlds, everything doesn't quite make sense. Wham, bam, everything's over. Wow. Okay, that was pretty intense. I'm glad you liked it so much. Well, what other problems did you have? Well, I mean, the characters are kind of despicable. It's just, I don't know. I think it's like, the duty of good artists and, good prose writers, good story crafters to, come up with stories that aren't so focused on, like, sadness and victim perpetrator dynamics all the time. There's plenty of other stuff to write about. You just like The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I do like The Hitchhiker's Guide. You watch it. That's a classic. Right, well, not all philosophy can be packaged into comedy all the time. Well, sure it can. If you're a brilliant author, you can totally do that. Right, well, I think Susanna's great, and, I'm going to let her know that you thought her book was good as well. Okay, let's make sure she's happy, I guess. Right, yes, not everything can be The Hitchhiker's Guide. Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, if Matthew Rose Sorensen had a copy of The Hitchhiker's Guide in there, I mean, he probably never would have left.